We just thought it was the end of the world. We heard about different people being killed and all the damage that had been done with the, all around the district, and it was pretty traumatic, really. Great cracks started opening up in the ground all around us, and then over on the hills there were trees and slips, things falling all over the place.
My father, he used to feed all the dogs in the town. They must have told each other, because in the end he had about 50 dogs he's feeding every day.
The first shake threw the shop over to an angle of about 40 degrees, and the front was on a terrible angle. The second one, about a week later, brought the front right out onto the shop, and the shop was completely destroyed.
Well, my mother, she managed to get some meals. I just don't know what it was. It wouldn't be cooked because the chimney had come down off the stove. We were told to get out, get to Nelson, because the slip and the Buller Gorge had blocked the river, and the Mataki had blocked with the slip, with Bush's slip. They were afraid that the Mataki one would give way, and the Buller one might hold. Therefore, the floor of the plane could be flooded.
It went on for 3 days, and the shocks, really put the wind up. You really thought it was the end of the world. And this tower flopped onto the ground, right, and the boys are coming out, and this great big roller of concrete is coming out, and it went down the side of the steps. All the boys are running down the steps. It looked as though it bounced over a couple of boys, but I don't think so. But there's only 2 boys who were injured somehow.
There was a big rock that slid down, and it slid down and blocked the road. They called it a butter, the butter rock, because it was shaped like a pound of butter.
Electricity Department told us that they'd lost communication with Anangahur, so we decided to fly to Anangahur and see what will happen there. The schools had to be closed because of no access, you see.
Actually, we were right opposite the railway station. The rails were all buckled. All you could hear was the hills, the trees coming down, the slips coming down off the hills, and I see a big orange scar.
And he got to the sort of major road closure, so I landed there, and we filled the helicopter up completely with bread and flew it down to the Berlin's people that around that area, farmers who were totally cut off. We flew all their people out that night because the road had slipped nearest entrance just west of the Iron Bridge, what they call the Iron Bridge now.
Rona got killed in the earthquake when the limestone boulders came down and took the house right down off the terraces onto the main road and killed her. And a mother got hurt before, and Fred managed to get her out and then went back to look for Rona, but it was too late.
I got her out very quickly, or her body, and I got him out at the same time, took him to Reefton.
After the earthquake, well, that night they went out on the chopper, and they didn't come back for 8, 9 months, sometimes a year.
As a young scientist at DSIR, it was my job to retrieve the scratch plates. I accepted what my instruments told me, but some other scientists had great difficulty with the figure, a ground acceleration of 0.61 of a g, which was about twice the world record. It was completely outside their comfort zone.